everyone. You know what? It is Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. You have made it. You have made it another week. This is week 73, 74, getting knocked out of the park. It is out of here, people. You were knocking week 73, 74. Boom! Woo! Gone! Over the wall! You did it! Yes, you did! How are you this Saturday evening? The 14th of August. Welcome, people. Welcome. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for this Saturday night? That is what we want to know. Today was the first day of tax-free day in Massachusetts. I saw driving. You should have seen some of the pickups with some of the stuff. I was on a road coming out of like a Home Depot and an appliance. They had, the grill and the all this stuff loaded up. The TV, everything hanging out of the pickup truck. I felt like I was in Texas with the amount of stuff hanging out of this pickup truck. But it is tax-free, and people like to stick it to the man. Stick it to the man is what they like to do. Tell that government that it is not about them. That they can stick it to the government. Yes, that is what they like to do. That is what they like to do. Nobody likes to pay taxes. The thing I told you I was going to buy last night, I bought it today. Not only did I get it tax-free, after canceling my order yesterday, I saved like another $18 off of it. So I'm like, okay, so I saved $28 by waiting a day. I am patient. I am patient for $28. I can wait a day for $28 off. It was nothing I needed yesterday. But it is great to have you here on Saturday Night Live, the end of week 73, 74. I'm going to get us going because you guys are standing between me and ice cream tonight. Me and ice cream. Hey, Vina, how are you? You're on my list for this week, Vina. I hope all is well with you in Indiana. I hope you and Art are doing well and enjoying a very nice Saturday night. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook, you can hop right on over to YouTube. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to get started because you are between me and going out for ice cream. And I love you guys, but I love ice cream more. I'm just saying. You want me to lie to you? You want me to lie? I was promised ice cream as soon as if I finish my show. Promptly. So that's what I was promised. I'm going to get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night, and tonight is no different. Tonight, we are on page 108. Good morning. You are stunning. Use your power wisely. Use your power wisely. Got a few things for you tonight. A few things on our zippity Saturday night here at the end of week 73, 74. So important, folks, to mark that down that you have made it another week. You, your business. You are amazing. You have made it through another week. Another, rock and rolling week, but you made it. You are still standing. You are still standing, and I am so proud of you. So proud of you. Our quote from Simon tonight is, most of us live our lives by accident. We live it as it happens. Fulfillment comes when we live our lives on purpose. Think about that. Most of us live our lives by accident. We live it as it happens. Fulfillment comes when we live our lives on purpose. Live our lives on purpose. Plan your week. Work your plan, people. Plan your day. Work your plan. Plan your week. Work your plan. That you own the week. You own it. You own it. Nobody else owns it. Stitch Fix is the latest company that is in trouble, and I'm not really surprised by this, but they're having a huge exodus of stylists, and they're facing turmoil among its stylist ranks after instituting stricter scheduling and other rules. And this has not only raised flags among its employees who are leaving, but Wall Street, the people funding these companies that aren't making any money, including Wells Fargo, is like the company underestimated how many stylists would opt to take $1,000 exit payment rather than stick around. So there are many, many red flags, and the limits of staffing changes one of the changes that they required was that all hourly staff employees who work from home must commit to 20 hours each week and work only from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in their time zone. And they're rezoning its workforce using a regional rather than a metro-based hub system to accommodate upcoming features like real-time one-on-one live styling. But many, many problems there, and problems with their algorithms. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. That means, Dazzle, it is treat time. Treat time, I tell you. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Who? This is impromptu Saturday night trivia. Impromptu Saturday night trivia. Who could possibly dethrone Amazon as the world's biggest advertiser? Who could do that? Who has the dough? Who has the marketing prowess to say, yeah, Amazon, you're nothing. You're nothing. We can outmarket you. We can spend more on marketing than Amazon is. Any thoughts on that? Who could spend more money than Amazon on advertising? Well, I'll give you that. Adele, my trivia questions tend to be hard. They are not layups, as the basketball pros would call them. They are not layups. They are tough. Many times I write these notes. I can be honest with y'all. I write these notes and I have these topics that I want to talk about. So like I could write the note, Amazon dethroned as the king of marketing and spending on marketing and promotion. And I write myself this note about it, but then by the time I get up here talking, it's like, oh, I didn't write myself the answer. McDonald's is a good guess, but no, it is far more traditional than McDonald's. It is far more traditional, and it is in your house. Think Colgate, think Tide, think everyday stuff. Think Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is knocking Amazon off to retake the top spot as the world's largest advertiser, displacing Amazon, spending $600 million more than Amazon. Amazon dethroned Procter & Gamble by $300 million, I guess, dollars last year. And this year, Procter & Gamble struck back with over 600 million more. So a swap. Procter & Gamble, so this is another interesting side of this. Procter & Gamble has ranked number one in worldwide spending in all but 2 years since this ranking began in 1987. And so Procter & Gamble came in number 2 in 2019 to Amazon, and they previously came in number 2 in 2017 to Samsung. And I think that was at the same time Samsung had the phones that were catching fire on everywhere. So Samsung was trying to become a better advertiser. Obviously Procter & Gamble's been a big winner in their product categories as spending and stocking up on things during the pandemic. So, I mean, but what that tells you, okay? Like, we all know what Tide is. We all know what Bounce is. We all know what Colgate is. You know these everyday items, okay? What this underscores, okay, is not that P&G can outspend Amazon, okay? And it's important to know that somebody can, okay? So it's important to know that somebody is, okay? And that their combined spending of Amazon and Procter & Gamble is just freaking ridiculous. But what's important to note, okay, with this is that advertising matters. Now, no matter how old your brand is, no matter how much penetration you have, you still have to market. Marketing is important, okay, no matter how big you are. I mean, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Apple, all still advertise. I mean, all the ones you guys mentioned, they all still advertise. And it's not like their products would not sell if they stopped advertising tomorrow. If they took a 3-month hiatus, if they took a 6-month hiatus, their products would still sell tons and tons of their products. That is not the thing. The thing is, it is important to remain top of mind, and you remain top of mind by continuing to market. So don't let marketing rest on your laurels. Marketing is important, and marketing is so many things today. It is your live videos. It is the magnet on the side of your vehicle. Okay, there are so many things. It is your Facebook ad. It is your Facebook post. It is your Instagram. These are all forms of marketing. Some free, some paid, your direct mail, all these things. When you look at what P&G does, okay, P&G is a master of it, okay? They do cents off because people can understand dollars and cents off coupons. They can't understand percentages. Okay, there's a reason why you don't get 50% off Tide, 25% off Tide. Okay, that you get $2 off your bottle of Tide. Okay, there's a reason for that. There is knowledge there just walking down the grocery aisle and looking at what P&G does to stay in front of you. So, as much as you try to learn all the algorithms, learn everything else, learn old school. It works. Old school works. And, this is a time for innovation. Okay, this is a huge time for innovation. And I'm going to cover another piece of innovation in just a second, because I wanted to go back to our hiring for a second, because we've talked so much about hiring this week. And I have an additional hiring stat to share with you, okay? Because it had been brought up several times. Am I crazy if I want my employees to be vaccinated, okay? Or I only want to hire people that are vaccinated. And I had mentioned that, we're seeing some applicants now that have been terminated from their other jobs because they are not vaccinated. They've worked in healthcare and they are terminated because they are not vaccinated. doesn't make them bad people, may turn out to be bad decisions for them. But do you want them on your workforce? Do you only want a vaccinated workforce? And it may be unrealistic to expect only a vaccinated workforce. But the interesting thing is, in job ads per million. So here is another stat for you. How many job ads in August, which is way up from earlier, let's say May. I forget when my comparison stat is from. So let's say May. It might have been a little earlier, but I know my reference stat is August. How many job ads per million require that you are vaccinated? So for every million job ads, I didn't mean to turn this into a whole trivia night. I really didn't. But I want you to use your mind, people. I want you to use your mind. I want you to think about this for a second. How many jobs per million jobs advertised require that you're vaccinated? That's across everything that's out there in the job spectrum. You know, from janitor to ice cream scooper. I do not think that my where I'm going to go get ice cream in a little bit requires that their people be vaccinated. I know the owners are vaccinated because I've had the talk and I've helped them with different things, but I don't know that all their staff is, and part of that they fall on the younger side. But how many do you think per million people, per million ads, per million job advertisements, okay, do you think have to be vaccinated right now? Any thoughts on that? I know that's a tough one. And I know the number I'm going to give you is going to shock you. Okay? In job ads, anyways. That doesn't mean that other positions will not require it further down in the thing. Oh, Vina, 500,000 per million? No. It is set. It is because people think it is this big number. It is not a big number. 1,200 for every million. For every million help wanted ads right now that are online, 1,200 of them require you to be vaccinated to apply. So 1,200 out of 1 million. 1,200. Yeah, it's wow. So when you think of it in your own world and whether you think you want that in your place, and I've talked about it because I have talked, and that's as of August, and that's a big increase because it was only like 500 or something, or 400 out of a million back in, let's say, May. I forget which month was the reference month, but it's now up to 1,200 job ads for every million. It is truly remarkable. Okay, but keep that in mind in your own hiring requirements and what you're doing for hiring requirements and what your concerns are. I have talked extensively about that I'm concerned about one of my locations because one of my locations is predominantly unvaccinated. As a company, we're in the 70%, 76% vaccinated, but I have one location that is predominantly unvaccinated. And that does concern me. Okay, it concerns me for that team, and it concerns me for that location. But keep that in mind. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Great to have you here. Yes, I am early tonight. I was promised to be taken out for ice cream if I was done with the show in time. If I was done with the show in time, I was promised to be taken out for ice cream. So I will that is my goal. You know, it's simple things. You hold an ice cream cone out over there in front of the thing and say, you know, I'm just like Dazzle. Dazzle can't get a treat until I come on. You know, the ice cream cone is dangling on the other side of the camera here. The ice cream cone is dangling there, Kitty. So that is why. But I just shared a very important stat, Kitty, so I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to repeat the stat that I just shared. For every million job postings in August, okay, for every million job postings, only 1,200 of them, those jobs require that you be vaccinated. 1,200 jobs for every million that are advertised require that you be vaccinated. So just keep that in mind with your own hiring is what I was talking about, and I want to make sure you hear that. And that is a huge increase from, I want to say May. I forget the reference month where it was only like 400 or 500 per million. Okay, but it is now in August 1,200 per million job postings. So just keep that in mind. As we head into Self-Care Sunday, and we start week 74, 75, week 74, 75. Excuse me, it did not go down right. I want to share with you nice, Kitty. I'm glad that she made your interview cut because she told you she was getting vaccinated. There are more and more people that weren't getting vaccinated that are, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough. I before coming on tonight, I talked to my sister and the issues they've started school, and to say it's a mess in Texas right now would be speaking too lightly on it. I mean, I know, and it's just nuts. It's just nuts the way I can say it. But I want to remind you that out of the pandemic comes innovation. And innovation comes in all shapes, sizes, forms. Okay? And so celebrating 100 years right now is Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its, the little cracker, that little orangey, cracker, Cheez-Its. They're celebrating 100 years, okay? So they came out of the last pandemic. They were created. They were an innovation out of the last pandemic. Okay, maybe it was so that they could see where you had your hands because everything would turn orange. Everything you touched had orange. So you wouldn't touch it, Maybe that was the innovation. Well then, Kitty, you are going to love this week. Hang on a second. It's currently owned by Kellogg, obviously. They are coming out with fanny packs and exclusive snacks on a direct-to-consumer site to celebrate. A $16 fanny pack, a $26 apron, and a bundle featuring a onesie, blanket, and socks starting at $140. The platform will also sell limited edition 4-packs of Cheez-Its, extra toasted, that include the original crackers and 3 never-before-released variants, extra cheesy, extra spicy, and cheddar jack. But, this is innovation. This is innovation coming out of the pandemic. And for Self-Care Sunday, I have 2, not 1, but 2 Cheez-It recipes. You thought Cheez-Its were just the cracker you like to snack on. But no. Have you had Cheez-It mac and cheese yet? Have you? Have you had Cheez-It mac and cheese? Or have you had a broccoli Cheez-It souffle, which you can also add chicken to? A broccoli Cheez-It souffle. Those are this week's recipes of the week. 2 recipes of the week, not just 1. 2 recipes of the week. They'll be up at the Nards private Facebook page within the hour. They'll be over at nards.org/resale strong by noon tomorrow. Noon, I tell you. Tomorrow, folks, is Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday is the day we've set aside each and every week, so that you can rejuvenate you can refill, you can You can unplug so you can recharge. You have to recharge. I'm hoping for a big recharge day tomorrow. I'm hoping to kick back and recharge tomorrow is my hope and disconnect from everything. And it is so important if you can't do Sunday that you pick another day each and every week because this is a marathon, not a sprint. Marathon. Tomorrow we're kicking off week 74/75. 74/75. We've been at this a while, people, and it is not over yet. It is not over. So hang in there. Unplug to recharge, please. You can also see the entire Resale Strong cookbook at narts.org/ResaleStrong, REC, where you can find recipes for cocktails, appetizers, entrees, desserts. I couldn't do any of the Cheez-It desserts. I had some Cheez-It dessert recipes and I just couldn't. You know, they had a Cheez-It ice cream thing. I just couldn't, people. I just couldn't. Even though you love Cheez-Its, I just couldn't. Ladies and gentlemen, this video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/ResaleStrong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. It's all over there. All the files, all the links, all the references. They're all over there, including the Resale Strong cookbook, including a direct link to this video. In the YouTube channel, you're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, ring that bell. Ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. You can also share it with all of your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. I'm here every night at More 8 Than Ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, NEIL at ECIstores.com, NEIL at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. If you were not here at the top of the program, our good morning today was good morning. You are stunning. Use your power wisely. Our good night tonight is good night. You are stunning. Lay down your burdens. There's your graphics, folks. Yes, lay down your burdens. Take Self-Care Sunday. Chillax, people, chillax. Sit back with a box of Cheez-Its. I don't know. Kitty, you'll have to let us know what recipe you make. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, an ice cream party. The Apple place is calling, I'm just saying. Long Meadow, Mass. That's where you'll find me in 5. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for ice cream.